welcome back. Now in my last video I promised you we would talk about packing for the Philippines, and I'm going to show you how I've whittled things down from trip 1, trip 2, trip 3, and this is basically all you really need. Now if you want to pay for the extra baggage, now I was flying Yna Air out of Chicago the first few times, and they allow you have to pay for your luggage, but they do allow you 2 free check-in bags as long as they were a certain size, whatever. Check your website for your airline to see. I think it's 9 inches by 14 inches by 22 inches, something like that, which is considered a carry-on. And so this actually is considered a carry-on bag. You can carry this on, put it in the overhead storage. Now the first few times this is what I brought, and it worked out good. Held all my clothes, shoes. I brought way too much. Now the first 2 times. Now after that, I stopped bringing this bag. Now, hold on, I'm right there. Everything, all my clothes are in this bag. And this trip is 18 days. I've got everything in here. And basically all you need to bring is shorts. Probably have, I don't know, maybe 8, 10 pairs of shorts in here. T-shirts, probably 12 pairs of T-shirts. 12 pairs, 12 T-shirts, not pairs. Couple dress shirts. I'll show you. In this top bag, I get my toiletries. Oh, here, this is something you don't have to bring. It's just something I like to bring. And this is just a snorkel and some water socks. It is a good idea. You're gonna go in the ocean, you're going to the Philippines, get some of those water socks for the beach and when you're walking around. And if you're gonna go scuba diving, or not some scuba diving, but snorkeling, the coral is sharp. You try not to step on it, but sometimes you can't help but step on it. You don't want to do that with your bare feet. I got a cut in my leg in Apu Island, and it took quite a long time to heal. The other thing I like to do, I'm so domestic for a single guy, is I put stuff in plastic bags. Here's some T-shirts. This is some more T-shirts. No, this is underwear. You want to see that, do you? And this is all the shorts. Now it's got pockets in the side. We'll talk about shoes. Yes, we will talk about shoes. A pair of flip-flops. It's so important. But also bring a pair of flip-flops or sandals. Now, sorry. The other things I like are these. You're gonna go on some trails and some hiking. You want to walk through the jungle. You want to walk to some waterfalls. I do not recommend wearing sleepers, sandals, flip-flops, because the rocks are slippery, the mud's slippery, your feet get wet and they slip out of the sandals. So something like this. Now these ones are all aerated. I mean, they're all basically like sandals. And you can even bring some ankle socks. But these are really good. So I wear these when I'm gonna go out hiking or walking around the city, and then the flip-flops or sandals for just going out to the beach or just walking, when you're hanging out locally, you don't have any long trips. I don't know about you, I feel maybe a little bit more sensitive. Okay, then the only other thing I bring, that duffel bag, and the reason I opted out of the carry-on bag for the backpack is if you're traveling a lot, if you're gonna stay in one spot for the whole time, if you're gonna stay at one hotel, fine, bring luggage. But we're out 2 days here, 2 days there. And you're jumping in a jeepney, which is kind of like a little bus. You're jumping in a trike, which is a motorcycle with a sidecar. You're taking ferries and pump boats and things like to different islands. You got to carry all that stuff. So you can throw a backpack on your back. And this is the other important thing, is just a smaller backpack. This is also considered a second carry-on bag. So like on Yna Airlines, I can take the backpack and this, don't have to pay for luggage, put this bag in my overhead, take this and put it under my seat. And in here I keep all my phone stuff, I keep medications, keep everything that you can't be replaced. Because, you know, if you lose your bag of clothes, you can buy clothes in the Philippines. Pretty reasonable. You can buy anything in the Philippines. So if you forget something, don't worry about it. They have it there. Electronic stuff. I got some flashlights, batteries. I bring my camera, things like that. And this stays with me at all times. Wherever we go, even out to eat, we go to the mall, anywhere we go, this stays with me. And I keep it in the front so nobody can pickpocket me from the back. It's just a safety thing. I've never run across any issues, thievery, or criminals. This on my back, this on my front. This way I can just walk onto a ferry, walk onto a bus. I'm not running over people's feet with that. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is a lot of people are worried about, what do I do with money? Because they don't really take credit cards too much over there. Everything is pretty much mom and pop or little side road shops and restaurants and things like that. So this I got on Amazon. It's a waterproof phone bag. When you first get it, put some tissue inside of it, seal it up, soak it in a sink full of water and put a weight on it. Make sure it doesn't leak. Now, I used to put my phone in here, but you can't really touch the buttons. It doesn't work too well. But what I do keep in here is, I will show you. And I keep this around my neck, even when I go swimming. I'll go scuba diving with this tucked in my shirt when I swim. I swim with my shirt on, I know. I'm old and fat, so nobody wants to see that. So I've got my passport, keep that in there. When you're traveling, like at the airport and whatnot, keep this in a pocket, someplace safe, because you're gonna be using it a lot. You don't want to keep on trying to take it out of this bag every time you have to take it out. But once you're past all that and you're into your trip, just put this in the bag. Now this right here is just a folded piece of paper, but in here is the money. Now, here's a couple pesos I have from my last trip. I usually like to keep around 500 pesos, so when I get out of the airplane and I hail a taxi to my hotel, I've got 500 pesos to pay. It's usually between 300 or 400 pesos to get to your hotel. This way, I don't have to change any money at the airport because they don't give you a good deal at the airport when you exchange your money. Go to the mall. So if you're going to Cebu, or I've never been to Manila, I'm sure there's lots of malls in the Philippines. Beautiful malls in the Philippines too, better than our malls. And this is the cash. Now I'll take like half of this, like maybe $1,000 or so. I'll go to the mall in Cebu and go up to the second floor or third floor and edit because someone called my phone. So we'll pick up with the passport and then the money in the paper. Like I said, exchange your money. Now, if you do have to exchange your money at the airport, it's up to you. Get $100, something like that. Just enough to get to the airport, get some dinner that night, and wait till you get to the mall. Or if you're rich and you don't care, it's a matter of like maybe 3 pesos per dollar difference. But when you're doing $1,000, it adds up. Right now, I think it's about 54 pesos to the dollar. When I was there the first time, I think it was only 48. So then, like I said, this fits. Also, I have it with me right now because I'm not leaving until tomorrow morning, but this part of my wallet right here, it's got my credit cards, my insurance cards, and my license. This goes into this container too. And then, like I said, it fits right in there. The reason I use the piece of paper is because the envelopes from the bank are just a little too big to fit in here. And you don't want to put too much stress. This is just plastic and you can. So anyway, you get the idea. You put that in there, seal it up, and I just wear this around and it's adjustable. I put it under my shirt and this is where I keep all my money safe. It's safe and sound. So that's about it. This is just for the light traveler. if you're gonna do a lot of traveling from island hopping, going from different city to different city, it becomes a real burden to be hauling a lot of luggage around. Every time you wanna leave the hotel, if you have a lot of luggage, it's just a pain. It's a pain in the keister, man. Travel light. And if there's something that you forgot or you can't live without, trust me, they have it there in the Philippines. They have everything there in the Philippines. So, that's about it. I'm leaving in about, let me see, 12 hours. So I will update as soon as I get to Cebu. I'll load up some more videos. In the meantime, I'll throw some more pictures at the end of this one. And I might even throw some videos, some old videos up in the meantime until I start making some new ones. So, like, share, and subscribe. Stay classy.